the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass. Time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is July 30th, 2024. It is 4:24 a.m. I've been recording since 1 something. I did several videos for Happy Team Sussex, a little bit more of politics and UK type of discussion regarding Ban Line and Will Lewis and Harry's case and things like that. Okay, so now I want to focus a little bit lighter topics. So this is why I'm putting it over here. So I have about 5 tweets to share with you. Some of them have to do with Harry and Meghan, Nigeria, and some Olympics things, I think, as well. Okay, so let's look at this really quick. Okay, 3,951 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. My revenue, $27.99. And I said I might create a membership. That's just an option if anybody wants to support my channel. You could donate to PayPal or Cash App. Just check my shop, Zazzle. I have some puzzles, and the one that's connected that is linked with YouTube is Spreadshop. I have some t-shirt, cups, and different things. You guys could check and see what you like. I need to create more design for shirts to share with you. Okay, analytics. Okay, 708 views in the last 48 hours. All right, so let's go on Twitter. This is one of the things I just responded to this because when I talk about Nigeria, this might come into play. Alright, someone just put in here, I don't know about anyone else, but I wake up every effing day feeling proud to be Jamaican. Jamaican athletes are giving me bragging rights. Even though we are a small country, we are a big deal. We are coming from far. Look at us now. So that's a Jamaican dialect. I wish all the Jamaican athletes all the best. Okay, so I literally just responded to it here. I say, girl, do your thing. Many of these athletes work their butt off with limited resources. Look what Nigeria, I meant to say basketball, okay? Basketball did. The headache they went through to make it to Paris. While they were there, they still had some obstacles at the opening ceremony. I wish them luck. They beat number 3. I was running out of text. That's why. So she literally just responded, thank you. What happened to Nigeria team? Okay, I need to get her link. So I had the link on my list to share with you. So with my spelling above, I meant to say basketball team. I was running out of characters. So this is what happened to Nigeria. Okay, they beat, I believe, is it Australia? All right, so that's that. So that was not on my list, but since I'm talking about this, I think it's best to just let me grab the Nigerian thing. Hold on. Okay, so since I'm talking about Nigeria and basketball, so I rearranged my list a little bit since I was gonna talk about them anyway. So this is the first tweet. Okay, so there's this here. Okay, everybody, stay calm. Paris 24 basketball. All right. So oh, that's not the first one. So pretty much they beat those GIF are crazy. All right, so should I read the article? Where is the article? All right, so that was the tweet I put. Let me see, I did it a while. TikTok Nigeria. Okay, so I'm going back to my last tweet. Did she respond back? So if my spelling, okay, so she likes what I just posted, and I'm gonna go to this link. Okay, it is in the description. So this is what Nigeria basketball team did. Nigeria basketball first Olympic win in 20 years led the best photo of Paris Games. The Nigeria women's basketball, women's basketball team hadn't won an Olympic game since 2004 until Monday's huge upset with Australia. So that was with Australia. The Nigerian women's basketball team celebrate on the court at Pierre-Mauroy Stadium after its 75-62 win over Australia at the Olympics in Paris on Monday, July 29, 2024. Okay? So there's that. The Olympic never fails to disappoint. The Nigeria women basketball team pulled off a stunner in Paris, upsetting Australia 75-62 in a Group B contest on Monday at Pierre-Mauroy Stadium. The victory was not only a massive upset of an Australian women's national team ranked number 3 in the world heading into the Paris Games, but also a historic win. You know what I hope? Many of these Nigerian players catch the eyes of some, how do they call, scouts in the US to come and play for the women basketball team in the US to make some money. That's all it's about. It go where the money is, and they could help whatever they want to do with their money. I know many of these Nigerians tends to want to help their fellow countrymen. I don't want to put words in their mouth because this is their skill, this is their money. I don't want to say what they could do, what they should do, but many past athletes, what's his name, Wastambo is a African. What country did he come from? He's very tall and his accent is very harsh. I think he had played for the New York Knicks, and he was building hospitals, schools in his home country in Africa. But let's continue. Again, I don't want to impose things. It's just, it will be a good opportunity for them. Let me just say that. Opportunity for them to be financially secure, okay? And they could do whatever they want with their money if they ever play for the US and the NBA. Okay, Monday win was the first in 20 years for Nigeria's women basketball team, and the monumental moment produced some truly iconic photos. Here are two of the very best pictures, courtesy of the team's and FIBA's official account on X, formerly Twitter. Okay, photo of the year nominee. Oh my goodness, look at your eyes. Okay, with 3 minutes 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Australian making a push, Nigeria women basketball captain Amy Okonkwo rose to the occasion, sinking a three-pointer to extend the trigger lead to 7 points. A FIBA photographer then had the perfect shot of the cold-blooded look on the Okonkwo's face after she hit the massive shot. So that's what it was. Oh my goodness, this is very inspiring. Okay, then Nigeria women basketball team celebration after the buzzer produced perhaps an even better photo, complete with the perfect caption from the team's account. Oh my goodness. Troll as underdogs yet shocked the world, Nigeria, we did it. I mean, I'm glad they went, don't get me wrong. But the main thing is, the gold. But this is where some squad is separate. You want your country to win the women basketball in the US, okay? And of course, Nigeria will, for their country. Yeah, look at her on the floor screaming. Look at them, and look at her in the back. She, I guess, crying of joy, kind of thing. Okay, incredible. The Tigers will look to keep defying the odds when they take on France on August 1st. And from my understanding, I think I have a TikTok video that was explained. I didn't follow, okay? I'm just going based on what I saw on social media. And I have that video next. They had some issues going to the opening ceremony and everything like that. Okay, Tim Carposo is a staff writer for the breaking and trending news team at Sports Illustrated. Prior to joining SI in November 2023, he wrote for Woto Baller and Clutch Point, where he was the lead editor. Okay, so that's it. The link will be in the description if you guys still wanna check it out, okay, and read it without me interrupting. All right, so they beat Australia number 3. So let's go to Twitter. And we read some of these, and I put links. Okay, next tweet. I've been recording for a while, so my vocabulary is limited now. So this is the TikTok video I came across. Check out Coach Jackie J's video, TikTok. So let's see here. This young lady was talking about it. It's on TikTok.
This might be one of the best stories of the Olympics so far. 3 days ago, the Nigerian women's basketball team was denied access to Nigeria's boat for the opening ceremony. And today, they pulled off a huge upset, winning their first game at an Olympics in 20 years. Here's the story. Hey, I'm Coach Jackie, talking about all your women's sports this Olympics, always in the context of the bigger picture. Let's get into it. So there are 12 teams competing in women's basketball at this Olympics. Of those teams, Nigeria is ranked second lowest. They're 12th in the world. And today, they were set to play Australia, who's ranked number 3 in the world. To understand Australia's dominance, they've won 5 medals in women's basketball, 3 silver, 2 bronze. They have 6 currently active WNBA players on their team. And those players don't even include Lauren Jackson, who retired from the WNBA, but she's a 3-time WNBA MVP. She's at her 5th Olympics, and today she became the oldest person, man or woman, to compete in basketball at the Olympics. Meanwhile, Nigeria has no WNBA players, but they're not to be underestimated. They have consecutively won the last 4 Afro basketball championships. They're obviously talented.
Okay, so this is where I got it from, because I did listen to that video where they've won. Let me remind it, like right here. About here.
Meanwhile, Nigeria has no WNBA players, but they're not to be underestimated. They have consecutively won the last 4 Afro basketball championships.
So they're pretty good. Okay, so let's
They're obviously talented, but they consistently lack support from the Nigerian Federation and from the Olympic Committee, and we saw that in the lead up to this Olympics. Nigeria played 2 European friendlies before arriving, one in Germany followed by one in Serbia. Queen John Mosif, who is the communications director for a team in the Basketball Africa League, commented on how the players were being mistreated during these 2 games. After their game in Germany, they were supposed to fly to Berlin and then fly to Serbia, but for some reason there were not enough funds to pay for that flight to Berlin, so they had to travel 8 hours by road instead, then fly to Serbia. She goes on to say that the food wasn't great and the accommodations were terrible. There is very little information about this, and obviously nothing that's been verified because the Federation won't comment on any of it, but she even mentioned in her tweet that players have signed NDAs, or maybe she's saying they might have signed NDAs, I don't know. The point is, it's obvious they're lacking support from their Olympic Committee and Federation. So all of that happens before the Olympics, then they get to the Olympics, and they're told to be included in the opening ceremony. All the basketball players for this Olympics are located in Lille, because that's where the basketball is happening. So before the opening ceremonies, all the countries, including Nigeria's women's basketball team, got into buses and had a 2-hour, 28-minute police-escorted bus trip down to Paris. So after all that travel, they get to the boat, excited for the opening ceremonies, and a Nigerian official tells them there's not enough room on the boat,
Oh
and
my
they can't come
God.
on. This is all according to the Associated Press. They were turned away and told to go back to the athletes' village. And what makes it worse is they didn't just miss the opening ceremonies, they also missed their morning practice for the next day because they were actually traveling back in the morning. They couldn't make it to the place where all the other buses were leaving that night because they weren't a part of the ceremonies. So they would find like last minute accommodation in Paris and then travel back the next morning.
Oh
and
my
after all
Lord.
of that, we get to today, time for their game against the third best team in the world, Australia. But I guess there's really nothing like having something to prove because Nigeria comes out and they absolutely shut Australia down. The defense is denying Australia every chance they get. Offensively, they're taking every opportunity. At halftime, they're dominating. By full time, they've done it. They win. The last time they won was in 2004, and at that point, the Olympics were structured differently. It was an 11th place game that they won. So this is the first points that Nigeria has won in this event in Olympic history. They were forced by the actions of their federation and Olympic committee to find the belief that they could win from within, because it wasn't coming from them. It was coming from their coach, it was coming from those players. And that is the power of sports to make a change. Because today they won. Today they're winners. And it's time they start being treated like it.
Since I'm editing this video 2 days after I originally recorded it, and I came across this tweet and I thought it fits perfectly with the Nigerian women basketball team when I was listening to the TikTok video where that TikToker was saying how they were mistreated by the federation and all of that.
The point is, it's obvious they're lacking support from their Olympic committee and federation.
So I thought this fits perfectly. Now, today is August 1st. I'm inserting this in that video. So let's check this out. Annette switched fast after the rubbish they did to her in Tokyo. She qualified and was not allowed to participate because of the ineptitude of Nigerian Olympics Committee.
The point is, it's obvious they're lacking support from their Olympic committee and federation.
Her concerns are very valid. Now she's representing the USA. Favorite trusted them and on her again. Alright, so that was the retweet from one of the squad. Let me pause it. Just like Annette Shuku's clip I saw a few days ago, she was going to represent Nigeria, but as usual, the admins showed their uselessness.
The point is, it's obvious they're lacking support from their Olympic committee and federation.
And women moved to represent USA. Imagine she wasted her time waiting. She's now representing USA and hammer throw at the Olympics. Alright, so there's some comments. We'll go over some of the comments and then I'll go back to my original recording. Okay, 28 seconds. I'm sorry, just listen to the video when I play it. I'll try to put screenshots.
Tell me why you originally represent Nigeria and then why you switched to the US?
Yeah, the hope with Nigeria was to just represent my family's home country, and then they kind of, on the admin side, didn't to hold up to their end of things.
The point is, it's obvious they're lacking support from their Olympic committee and federation.
And I was like, I want to go where I'm valued as an athlete, and I felt like USA Track and Field did just that, and I've been feeling that since I've been here. And so I'm proud to represent the United States, and I'm looking forward to do that in Paris.
Can you tell me?
Okay, so that was the story. Okay, valid 100%. There is a streak of malady that follows the name Nigeria on the international stage in almost every sector. It is cool to experience and see. Okay, go where you are valued. Simple. Yep. Okay, always the admins. Officials are always after their packets from grassroots to nationals. And let's not forget as well, the European, they got the money and they want to be seen as the best. So I'm not saying this is what happened, but they'll do anything to withhold some of the good one. Okay, you could put one and one together whether you understand it or not. Okay, good for her. Alright, correct. She tagged somebody. Check it out. If you have any sellable skills, you need to leave this country. Honestly, if you aim to be anything in life, quickly too. You will reach close to your potential here because they are actively working against you. Talent can beat external forces, unfortunately. What I have problem with, it's a couple things. I'm not disagreeing with this comment and I'm also disagreeing with this comment. It's very strange. Not everybody is like that because there are so many young people behind you who may not have the same mindset as the current people who's running the show right now. The current one might be corrupt as hell, but at the same time, you need to think of the young ones. And probably your experience might be the best example for the young ones. do what you feel best for you, because time doesn't stop for anybody. So you need to show your skills when you're at your height. So like she did, she gave them a chance last Olympics. They shit on her, they ignore her, they didn't value her. So, time is running. She's 4 years older from 4 years ago. So she's not getting any younger. So I understand her very well. Okay? So now she's representing the US. And she could always, if she wants to help the youngest, the ones behind her in her parents' home country, she could always go back and motivate the other ones. And her experience at the Olympics will be a perfect example to showcase them. Okay, but don't ever erase, a country because of some misguided of a few. You see, the basketball team from Nigeria had their own issue, and this lady here, I don't know, her name was mentioned in there, Annette Oshuku. I think that's her name. I don't know. Okay, so she gave them a chance, Nigeria a chance. She will represent them, but they didn't value her. So she left and went someplace else that value her. So every country wants to be the best. And at the same time, you want to showcase your potential. And sometimes some of those countries, the European countries, the less that come, let's say the best athletes from poor country, let's say Nigeria, I don't know how poor Nigeria is, but the other countries that have the best athletes for the rest to compete with, okay, the less that shows up to compete with them, the better for them. Okay, I always felt like to be the best, you have to beat the best. So for them, they don't care about this concept. They just want on paper that they were the best at that time, so they could brag about it. But meanwhile, there were plenty of others that could have been better than them, that could have beat them at their height. They just did not have the fun, the potential to make it up there, or they didn't get the support and all of that. So many of these Europeans, yes, they on paper they look, yes, they are the best at that time, but there's many obstacles for others that could have compete with them to knock them down. I don't want to say knock them down, to show their case that there were others that were better than them. But they don't want to compete with the best. They just want to say on paper they were the best at that time. I don't know if I make sense with that. Alright, so whether or not I make sense, I don't know. But let's go back to the original recording. Wow, this is very nice. I'm gonna put this link with that person who was just asking what happened to Nigeria. Okay, so I just added this on the comment. So let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so that's that. So Nigeria did that thing, even though they were struggling. It's good to see those the things that went behind the scene, which I was not aware of. I don't follow them. Okay, next tweet. They knew Meghan is the real deal, a great person all around. Looks like they didn't want Harry to have anything nice and of substance. They saw the power of their connection, fear and hate kicked in. They wanted to burn out Meghan's candle as they did Diana's. Yep. And they're still not stopping. Look what I read on my last video on Up Your Team Sussex with Kamala Tomlin, still comparing Meghan with Kamala, and whatever fetch she was trying to make happen, it didn't happen because many people like hardworking women. Alright, so this is extra. Okay, I need to see her again. Like there's that here. That's nice. Alright, this one I didn't share it, but since it's here, let me put it. Let me add it. So this has to do with this royal right here. Okay, there is a reason why I detest those who speak ill on Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and the universe keeps proving me right. Okay, ex-BBC News at 10 presenter Wu Edwards faces child porn charges. Married father of 5, 62, is accused of having 37 indecent images of children, including 6 under, most extreme category. What the hell? 6 under? Is that the same thing? July 20. Okay, that was something that happened a while back. I was looking to see if how old was this article, but it's this month, yesterday, July 29. Baggage for God. Let's pause. I was raised old school and church in my mommy's womb and the third pew of the choir. Stand and up until, so I know this. If you dig one ditch, you better dig two. Just the way the cookies crumble. Okay, that family only knows degenerates. Okay, this is extra. I think it's funny how Meghan told her side of the story once to Oprah a little over 3 years ago when her daughter wasn't born yet. Her daughter is 3 years old, and now those in the UK are still retelling their 20th version of the event. Are they? Let me go into the comment here. Okay, that's in Spanish. That's in Spanish. Meghan is the only one who has kept her story straight to this day, while those behind the palace have changed their story multiple times. Liars. Okay, just like saying, quote, they keep attacking the royals. No, okay, they've been quiet for a long time. They left the UK years ago. They get nothing from the UK. Just leave them alone. All right, that's an ad. Yes, I've noticed a lot of articles past month or so rehashing this interview. Yeah, it's almost every day. I'm just not trying. I'm just tired of them. You know, I focus on other things. And let's not forget as well, they like to do diversion type of thing. The king just got an increase, and you have William, who's not showing his tax report, what he paid for the Duchy of Cornwall, and you know, so they don't want people to talk about that, but instead bring this up. Okay, it's taking them years to work out their meltdown. I'm telling, it's over 20 version. Every author has his own or her version of the event. Okay, right? That's what happened when you eat free hamburger at a Christmas party invite at the palace. There is a lot about his princess he could have written about without rehashing old stories about the Sussexes, but he couldn't. That is why it is not good to mix business with pleasure. That is true. Okay, they are just broken record repeating. Alright, so let's go to the next one that I have on my list. I want to finish because it's 4:45, almost 5 o'clock. Next tweet. This was when I turned on my computer and I saw it and I added. Oh, so there's more. So this is here. There will be a screenshot. Just pay attention to what she's saying. Okay, back when Meghan was carefree. Link to full video in the comments. So I'm assuming this is the full video. So let's go to the full video so I don't have to play it twice. That's a TikTok video, I think.
What's something?
Okay, it's 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Listen.
What's something new you learned in the past week?
How to twirl a baton.
Name one thing you couldn't live without.
My passport.
Do you have a middle name?
Yes, it's Megan. My first name is actually Rachel.
What was your favorite TV show growing up?
I Love Lucy.
What's the first role you ever auditioned for?
Hot girl #1 in A Lot Like Love with Ashton Kutcher.
Did you get it?
Yes.
If you could have been in any movie ever, what would it be?
Splendor in the Grass.
If you had to be an animal for a day, what would that animal be?
My dog, Bogart. Best life ever.
Can you do an impression of anyone?
No. Although, when I get punchy late night on set, I always start to go into this like, oh yeah, see? Come on, fellas, let's keep it moving. They like that.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
Chili peppers.
Your favorite phone app?
Heads up.
How long did you laugh?
There's something she just did that's like Miss Dovia right there. Like, let's see. I think it was... Yeah. This is Miss Dovia right there. Her lip. The bottom part. Miss Dovia did that. Where did I see her do it? That's Miss Dovia right there. But let's continue.
The topping.
Chili peppers.
Your favorite phone app?
Heads up.
How long could you last without your phone?
A scene. I can last a scene without my phone.
What's the last thing that you Googled?
Just before I walked in here, I Googled this thing about dog training. Got a new rescue dog. He needs some training.
Name a book that's had a big influence on you.
The Sound and the Fury.
What children's book can you not wait to share with your kids?
The Giving Tree.
If your life was a children's book, what would the title be?
The Glorious Adventures of Freckle-Faced Meg.
Is that her book that's in the National Archive or something? I think I came across, I didn't read the book, but the title of it, the cover of it. I think that's her book. But let's continue.
If you were a superhero, what would your power be?
Teleportation.
And what would your kryptonite be?
Wine.
What person, living or dead, would you like to grab a drink with?
Anthony Bourdain.
And what would you drink?
If I was with Anthony Bourdain, I'd drink a Negroni because I feel cooler.
What's a guilty pleasure of yours?
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
What's a song that's guaranteed to get you dancing?
It's called Murder on the Dance Floor. It's a British song like, I know.
What day in your life would you love to relive?
The day that I found out I got Suits.
What's your favorite scene on Suits that you were not in?
The mud bath scene. So good.
What's something you and Rachel have in common?
Our ambition.
What are you most proud of?
Being the UN advocate for women's political participation.
If your teenage self could see you now, what would she be most impressed by?
The fact that my hair's straight. I think she'd be really impressed that I'm an actress on a successful show. It's crazy.
You know what?
What's something?
Something she said about her hair being straight. Because I remember there was one episode she was talking about, is it Ally McBeal? One of those TV shows, she wanted her hair to be like this actress. I don't remember the name of the actress, but that's what this remind me. Let's put it back. Let's see.
Back my hair straight?
Yeah.
I think she'd be really impressed that I'm an actress on a successful show. It's crazy.
Yeah, she's very thankful of that. All right, so let's go back to Twitter. So I went straight to this one. That's an ad. So fun, loving, and bubbly. We love you, Meg. They forgot she had a history and was known to many people when they tried to assassinate her character in the UK. Harry and Meghan are a power couple. The best thing is that they absolutely adore each other. This was so cute. There's that. And there's a music in that video. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put a different music to draw down the noise, so the original music, so YouTube don't flag my video. This is my last one. This is also a video. This is about Serena Williams. Maybe I should look for, there's some tweet regarding Serena Williams clothes at the opening ceremony, but anyway, but this is what I have here. When Serena was trying to cash out her big checks at an ATM, I was living off my Pizza Hut checks. All right, thanks to, there's this person here, okay, Danny Director, okay, and ET Entertainment. Oh, that's what they put there, Entertainment Tonight. So EEC now, that's how they have it on Twitter, for the fun moment at the ESPYs. Okay, thanks to this Danny Director and ET Entertainment for the fun moment at the ESPYs. So it's only 47 seconds. It is so cute. And yeah, but let's listen.
I gotta get your reaction to when you heard that she tried to deposit $1 million check once at an ATM.
I got my check and it was $1 million. Like, okay, I'm gonna go deposit it. I never really spent a lot of money. I was like, you know. The guy was like, I think you need to come inside for this.
See, I already knew this story.
Yeah. Your reaction?
You know what? I was floored. It was never about the money. You remember, she started this as a child. She went on this journey of professional sport so early, and the priority was just being the best. And so even something we would all take for granted, like, of course you wouldn't deposit a check that big. For her, it's just, you know, that's a byproduct of doing the job. And, you know, God bless her. At that same time, I think I was working either as a Pizza Hut cook or in a parking booth. So I was depositing checks too, but a little smaller.
I gotta get your reaction.
Alright, so that was so cute. I first saw you talk at NFT New York City in 21. I recall clearly the story of how you got Serena tennis punk, and I think about it often. Not the NFT part, but the way you spoke about your wife and family, and just saw the same spark and the video years later. Respect. We love a supporting husband. Thank you for showing men how to love their wives. You are amazing. Your incredible family gave us so much joy. The world is better for a couple like you two. I don't know, not him, the interviewer. I don't know, I don't follow him. Glad you both got where you got so you could get together. Okay, so that's an ad. I thought that was a video of that person. Okay, love how you explained it. This was like 2 Hot Ones episode, and it's not number 2. Alright, I love the way you support your wife and children. Good men do that. I once withdrew 4 million Vietnamese dong. It felt great, even though it was only 150 US dollar. Oh my God, 4 million. Oh my God. And it only 150 US dollars. Love this, you guys. There's a hot look. All right, so that's it. So let's do a prayer now that I'm talking about Harry and Meghan. Prayer for protection, especially after what I read for regarding the newspapers. I should have do that on my other video. Okay, prayer for protection and support. Here are some prayers for help and protection. Prayer for difficult times. I place myself in your loving care. Stop my pain. Give me help and strength. And raise me up to life of joy. Hear me. I pray for your dear name's sake. Amen. Prayer for a sick person. Oh, but let's read this one here and then that's it. Jesus, my Lord, I place my life in your hands. You are always faithful to rescue and protect me from evil people who want to harm my loved ones or me. Put us in the right places at the right time to avoid harm. Guard my life, O Lord, from the works of the evil one. Okay, so that's it. Okay, while I was closing off the video and I was like, I need to share the dress she wore at Paris because I like it. She looks really nice. Okay, have you ever had an unforgettable moment? That was yesterday for me, truly unforgettable, from being part of an amazing open ceremony at the Paris Olympic to ride in the boat in the rain, and it was pouring so much so my lashes came right on off. Unforgettable. Photo edit. Is there more? Okay, so that's that. Let's look. Yeah, she did look really nice. And the rain. Oh my goodness. There's that. That's also nice. That's nice. Okay. Looking good, sis. Enjoy your time at the Olympics. You are queen and you deserve. Okay, Olympic champion at Olympic, the legend and cards. All right, so there's more comment. There's something else that I saw and I thought I should share. I'm not gonna share the videos. I don't want YouTube to come after me, so I'm gonna skip that for the sake of not being flagged. Memorial emotional moment. Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal, Carl Lewis, Paris 2024. Is Rafael Nadal retired? Let me look. Is he retired? Let's look it up. Okay, so this is the prayer that I did already. I didn't want to type his name. Let's see here. Rafael Nadal Piera is a Spanish professional tennis player. Nadal has been ranked world #1 and single. Let me just type it. I don't want to read the whole thing. Rafael Nadal retired or not. Maybe this will fit. Rafael Nadal discussed retirement after French Open. So he's retired. Has Rafael Nadal retired from tennis? Rafael Nadal said that he is yet to take a call retirement and Paris Olympic 2024 is unlikely to be his last dance. Okay, so he's still playing. Okay, I thought he retired. That's why he was, doing all of this with them. I don't know the procedure, so I'm just saying. Okay, there's this one here. Happy to see Serena Williams, babies sporting a Kenya flag bracelet. We have one of the most beautiful flag color in the world. I wonder if we could get some insight there. All right, so what are they saying here? 8 seconds. You know what's really funny about this is that now she is the spectator. She's not, playing. Let's see. Oh my God, the daughter is growing so fast. Okay, there's another one. So this was during the opening. This will be the last one. Oh, this is Dr. Shola. What happened here? Oh, wait a second, I didn't see this. What happened here? Okay, Serena Williams almost falling into the river, seeing during the Olympics opening ceremony, but the boat pulling off an all-time recovery. I didn't see that until now. Let's see here. This is why they put that stick so they could stand. Oh, boom. I didn't see that, but let's look at this one here. Pause. Serena Williams TikTok from that epic boat ride yesterday at the Paris Olympic. Also so cute, a part with Olympia watching. Sorry, I had to divide two videos due to Twitter video time. Okay, so
We are literally here in the rain.
oh. Okay, so this music that is playing in the background, it might have an issue with YouTube, and this is where they were showing Marie Antoinette's head. I don't know if she has it in this video, but I don't want to go too much into it so I don't get issues and give myself work. But for the sake of this video, and then it popped up on my time while I was looking at Serena's clothes. Let's look at this here. From palace sources to industry sources, Daily Mail fake sources are unoriginal. They really think we're stupid to believe Mariah Carey, Serena Williams, et al. Would have allowed such disrespect. Meghan Markle haters should provide evidence and prove me wrong. Spotify archetypes. Okay, Meghan Markle is accused of faking interview for Spotify podcast. Industry sources claim the Duchess got staff to do chat with Archetype, had audio of her voice at come on, these people. So that was back in 2023. This is old. Okay, so this is old. Okay, forget it. I don't need to respond to that. So there's all of this. Let me move on. Look at Serena's face. Serena Williams, Federica Pellegrini watching the swimming competition. Okay, there's the baby. That was back in 23. Okay, so that's it. I could go on and on and on. Okay, a lot's going on Twitter. So that's it. I did the prayer. If you want to support my channel, there's a PayPal link, a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. If you further wants to support me, I have Zazzle where you could buy puzzles and you could buy some t-shirt and things like that. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.